dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. And this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about Monday Night Raw, December 30th, 2024. The last Raw on USA, 30 years, 1993 to 2024. And in 2025, January 6th, we will be on Netflix, baby. This was a fun show. Joe and Wade on commentary. We're in Houston, Texas. So I got my notes here. We started off with the New Day. Sucks. And they're trying. They got the heat. People are screaming at them and everything like that. I'm just like, yeah, you guys hurt Big E, and this is what y'all deserve. And here comes my boy, Jey Uso. Yeet. Yeet. So over, man. Even I was dancing in my chair. I was like, yeet, yeet. My wife's like, stop yeeting on the chair. I was like, I can't stop yeeting. I can't stop. And when it starts and the music hits, because when that song, I have the playlist at my work sometimes, and once we're in closing hours, I turn it on, and then that song comes on, day one-ish. Ooh, yeah, and I'm like, yeet. And people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm yeeting. Yeeting. Jey Uso comes out, doesn't say much, but tells them, like, yeah, we go, Kofi and Xavier, like, we go back a long time. And Jay's like, yeah, we do. But I got to tell y'all, New Day sucks. And I was like, whoa. Just basically shooing off Xavier and Kofi. The amount of hate they are getting is insane. And then Jay calls out Drew McIntyre, says, get your punk ass out here. Then we get a Bloodline video on the screen, and Solo's like, hey, once I beat Roman for the Ula Fala, I will be the tribal chief, and you will acknowledge me. And then here comes Drew. He attacks Jay, takes him out, and Drew tells him, like, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. So here it is. I came to attack you like you wanted, and he got the upper hand. But later on in the show, things are set in motion with Adam and Jay, but we'll get to that in a bit. Then we have Kathy with American Made, because we have Chad versus Otis. And of course you got Alpha Babes. I like the name Alpha Babes and American Made, but Chad wants to show that why he's the master, and he is the master. He makes Otis tap out. Fun match. Of course, we got all our Otis shenanigans and stuff like that. I would like to see these two go at it again, because when Chad picks him up for that suplex, oh my God. I was like, Jesus. He picked up Otis like nothing. We got a Rhea and Liv promo package. They have a big match next week for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. I'm very excited about these two. And repeating, and this will end. I'm like, yes, we need to end this storyline. Build ourselves to the Royal Rumble, February 1st. And then this Friday, SmackDown goes to 3 hours. We got a lot on the table this week. And New Year's, we're saying goodbye to 2024. Goodbye, 2024. Hello, 2025, and whatever it holds for WWE. I cannot wait for Netflix. I am so excited. We got the Judgment Day backstage. Finn says, hey, listen to me, and we win, because later on the Judgment Day will take on War Raiders and Damian, and Finn's like, hey, tells Raquel, you tell Liv, good luck on her match next week. We're going to go handle business. Then we have a match where R-Truth's going to come out, face Pete. Nope, that is not the case. R-Truth gets attacked by Pete, and he's nobody's Butch. Nobody's Butch. No one puts Butch in the corner. Nobody. Or puts the Butch lotion skin. I don't know. I'm kind of done with this storyline. Can Pete just be Pete, the badass we know? But, no match here. Then we have Kathy backstage with Damage Control, Io and Dakota. They're both in the Intercontinental Women's Tournament. Who is going to be the first Women's Intercontinental Champion? I was rooting for Dakota or Io, mostly Io, but that's not the way things went. But they said if we can get a damage control finals, that would be awesome, which I thought. Then we got Zoe Stark versus Dakota Kai. Dakota gets the win, and I was like, damn. I was like, okay, now we just need Io to win her match. We get Raw memories. Oh, it's crazy thinking how this is most of my life. You know what I mean? Like, this is what's crazy is I was born in 88. And so 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, that means I was roughly 4 or 5 years old. No, I should have been 4, right? 4 years old, and 5 years later on that year when Raw debuted, and it's been most of my adult life, most of my childhood, to the Monday Night Wars and everything. Gosh, so many memories, and they showed so many things, and I was just like, yeah, then you had the COVID era with the Thunderdome, and the Attitude Era, of course, and God, just brought back a lot of memories watching Monday Night Raw, and it's so crazy. 30 years plus on the USA Network, and now it just comes to an end. Then we have the Judgment Day versus War Raiders and Damien. The Judgment Day got new music. I don't know how I feel about that. I heard it, I was like, what happened to the old song? I don't know. Like, I don't like what the new theme song is, because I listened and I was like, that is a new theme song, and I went online and everybody on Twitter was like, yep, what the hell happened? Where's the new music? Nope. But this was a badass match. War Raiders and Damien got the win, but of course the Judgment Day attacks afterwards. Finn and Damien need to settle this, because Finn tells Damien after they got sent off, he says, this ain't over. Don't think it's not over whatsoever. So you better be ready, because we're going to get the demon. The demon is coming. I just feel it. I feel it deep in my bones that the demon is around the corner. Then we get Jay backstage, and Adam tells him, like, hey, on Netflix, it'll be you and Drew McIntyre. So next week's Raw seems like a pay-per-view. Or PLE, excuse me. I was like, woo, Jay. Yeet. Then Penta is coming. They've been teasing this. I can't wait until Rey Fenix is set free from AEW. But Penta is free, and Penta is on the way. When will Penta show up, though? Will Penta show up on Netflix? Will Penta show up at the Royal Rumble? But Penta is on the way. Cierro Muera. God, I can't wait. That crowd's going to lose their minds. God, save Rey Fenix. Hashtag save Rey Fenix. Bring him back. Save the Lucha Bros. Bring him to WWE. Get him off. Get him out from Tony's thumb. He needs to be free. Free like a bird. Then we have Ludwig cutting a promo. Gets cut off by Sheamus. And, of course, they get in a fight because Ludwig damaged Sheamus' bruised ribs. We get the LWO backstage with the Alpha Babes. And Ray tells Otis, like, hey, man, next time you got him, all right? This is what a locker room leader needs to do, and this and that. Then here comes the New Day, the jerks they are, getting into LWO's face, setting some tension, and basically setting up a match. I don't think they didn't say next week, but I know in 2 weeks we get the finals for the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. But so New Day stirring stuff with LWO, and they're dressing different too. They have Tim boots on. They got like just different wardrobe, and just being like more mean. And I'm excited to see what this New Day does. They need new music, and I think they need to switch up their gears, especially in ring. Next up is my match of the night, the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament match, Io Sky versus Lyra. I was rooting for Io. Dakota Kai's watching on. And I mean, this was a back and forth bout. We got a justifiable, this is awesome chant. And Io came up short because Lyra got the win. I was like, damn it. So now I'm rooting for Dakota Kai. I don't want Lyra to be the first Intercontinental Champion. I want Dakota Kai, because I was either going for Dakota or Io. So come on, Dakota Kai. Beat that Lyra ass. We get a Roman and Solo package. And what was weird about, like, this was a great package. I can't wait for these two to battle out in the tribal combat and everything like that. But what was funny is, like, there was a weird, like, Adams with Braun Breaker, and, like, it cuts real quick. So, it just, like, it shows them, like, talking, and then it just cuts. So that was a little bit of an error from the back in the trailer and whatnot, the TV guys, you know what I'm saying? But next up, we have what ends the show, Seth freaking Rollins and CM Punk. Oh my gosh. Things were said and things were meant to cut deep. And what's funny is going into this, everyone that I know, wrestling fans, I don't know, they have 1 week to build this match. Why should we care? Because this is long-term storytelling. And them taking the jabs that they did, like Punk saying, hey, I didn't like the boss. That's why I left. But the boss sure loved you. And I was like, ooh. And then Punk's like, hey, bitch, you went and took the competition's money. How did that work out for you? Cutting deep and bringing up the arrows that Punk says, I left. I got away from here and finally pulled those arrows back. But you best believe, buddy, I will have a fistful of arrows to shove down your throat. And then just for Seth to top it off, just to get me like, oh yeah, it was when he goes, hey, the fire in my eyes and everything, and I'm going to burn you down to the ground. And that's just how we end Monday Night Raw after these two cut such a fire banger promos against each other. I mean, they're just staring at each other. You can feel the magic in that moment. And you know Netflix Raw on Netflix is going to be special. And it's the start of the Cena farewell tour. We got the Ula Fala, the battle between Roman and Solo. We got CM Punk versus Seth, and The Rock possibly returning. So much is going to happen at this show. It's hard to contain my excitement because we're cooking. We're cooking here, folks. The WWE is putting it in a pot and rolling it up and making some delicious stew for us to eat. No crumbs. Did I say that right? I don't think I did. But ending the show that way, I give the show a solid 4 out of 5. But my match of the night was Io versus Lyra. Not the outcome I wanted. And Seth and Punk just putting the cherry on top for this final Raw on the USA Network, December 30th, 2024. Joe Wade on commentary in Houston. Thank you, USA Network. You still got SmackDown. That's going to turn to 3 hours this Friday. Don't forget that. And they're going to be in Phoenix. So that's going to be a great show. Royal Rumble is the first. Next week's New Year's Evil. We got NXT tonight. I don't know if it's going to be a best of show or anything like that, but I'm excited just to watch some wrestling and going into the new year. We got a lot of stuff. We have Dynamite, that's Fight for the Fallen, because you know how Tony is. He loves those gimmicks. But I just want to tell everyone here, thank you for listening. Thank you for rocking with me. Happy New Year. Goodbye, 2024. And we will welcome 2025. I'm excited. I'm going to get back on the grind and getting these podcasts out and talking about these shows, okay? Tell me what you thought of the show. Tell me what was your match of the night. What was your moment that made you get all googly, woogly, boogly? And just drop those comments below. Like and subscribe. Share it to grandma. Share it to grandma. Share it the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
And then you took a big chunk of change to go join the competition. How'd that work out for you?